This is our Snapshot booklet. This time round, this is GCSE Combined Science snapshots. Slightly bigger than normal, but still very compact and easily portable around and about school, between school and home, and so on and so forth. And it's slightly bigger because we cover each of the three disciplines. So you've got biology, chemistry, and physics all in one. And we cover all the required practicals as well. So in effect, whatever you're doing, there is some backup to what you want to look at. So for example, if we sort of spin forward to this, you can see if we've gone on to inheritance here, it's got some good visualizations and summaries of the information in memorable formats. But the key thing here is that if we then decide that we want a bit more help, you can go to your phone, activate the app, zap the code, and what you're going to have in not too long is you can see, hey presto, you've started the augmented reality experience and you can get some AV backup.
Here we are going to describe the process of selected breeding and then evaluate its outcomes.
So that can go to full screen if you want to.
Here we are going to describe the process of selected breeding and then evaluate its outcomes.
And what you can see, this is about 2.5 minutes on this one. That's a fairly typical length of these sorts of things. And one of the other things you can do is you hit that button, you're just going to download that video. And so in effect what you can do is you can get videos onto your phone so that you've got your own library of videos which are immediately available wherever you are, and you won't even need a Wi-Fi connection then. In terms of other aspects of this as well, you can go in to look at some extra videos. You can look at Science in the News, which is our application aid that we use, and you can even test yourself. So if you press that button, this is going to take you into the course, and what we're going to do then is we're going to have a series of questions here, and I'm just sort of answering those at random, and you can see it was correct in that. But if it wasn't correct, and let's just go forward and have a look at another question which might be more detailed in terms of that, you can see that immediately you've got an explanation whenever you run into trouble. So huge amounts of support within this for anybody who's studying GCSE Science. And some of the other things that you can do is you can go into the required practicals questions as well and access some of these to help with your exam preparation. So if we click on here, what this is going to show you is some of the practice questions which you can work on. I'll just go to portrait for that purpose, and you can see you've got a whole series of questions which are very similar to the sorts of things that you would be expected to look at in exams. So plenty of extra support in that sort of context. The other thing I wanted to show you was on each of the pages that divide the sections, you can see we've got an extra zap code, and if we go into that, what this is doing is that it's unlocking a page which is going to include all of the videos that we've got in the atomic structure section. It takes a bit longer first time round because there's more videos involved in this, but once you've done it once, it will be quite quick after that. And when it unlocks, you can see you've got access to all of the videos within that section. So if you wanted to look at the development of the atomic model,
Although atoms are far too small to ever be seen, we now have a very clear idea of what we...
or if we wanted to go back and we wanted to go to the structure of the periodic table.
Here we're going to discuss how in the modern periodic table all of the known elements are arranged in such a way.
So really easy way of getting around it. And then we've got this option to test yourself with basically one of our end of section assessments, which is basically just going to cover off everything that the syllabus believes you should know and be able to distinguish between, and that way you know where your gaps are and can actually do something about it. And again, you can see you've got feedback within that. So that's effectively how that works, and you can see very quick to move around the course when you're looking at that.